Clients borrowing from loan sharks is something that we do unfortunately come across at Citizens Advice and our money advice work. It's often the case where a client will come in for debt advice and we might see an unusual transfer on their bank statements. When we ask about this, the client can claim that this is their friend, but when delving into it further, they get really uncomfortable about it, and this can be a major red flag for us. We've seen a lot of cases where a client can be in a really desperate situation, really struggling for money and really struggling to find a lender. So when someone comes along with the opportunity to give you the money you need, and they're really friendly about it, with no paperwork required, it can be a very enticing thing to take up. But unfortunately, people just don't know the risks. We've seen cases where loan sharks can take items from an individual, whether this be a passport, driving licence, an ID card, just so a client can't do what they need to do in their lives because they have that control over them because of the money that they've borrowed. We've also seen cases where interest has been twice as high as the money they've paid, to the point where the client is constantly spiralling paying back a loan shark. At first, loan sharks come across as really friendly people. You may even consider them to be one of your friends. But when times get tough and you can't pay them back, they can change. Loan sharks can be threatening, aggressive, intimidating, and make clients scared to come to us for help in a fear of what they could do to them. So what happens when a client is involved with a loan shark? Well, firstly, everything you tell Citizens Advice is completely confidential, meaning we will not share any information you tell us with anyone else, unless you consent to this. We would start by getting the client's consent to refer them to the illegal money lending team. We would contact them ourselves on behalf of the client, or alternatively, we give the client their website. On their website, you can chat to someone online using their forum from 9 AM till 5 PM, Monday to Friday. Alternatively, you can call them on their 24-hour helpline. We would then work with you to help you solve any other debts you have. So finally, if you think you might be borrowing from a loan shark, remember these key things to spot. Number 1, they don't provide you with any paperwork. Number 2, most times often than not, they will ask of something of yours as, quote, insurance that you will pay them back, whether this be passport, national identity card, or driving licence. And 3, they are not legal money lenders. You can check this by visiting the Financial Conduct Authority at www.fca.org.uk. And remember, you can contact the illegal money lending team or Citizens Advice for help in doing this.